This is how much I have to eat in a day to cycle across Korea. On the agenda for today, we're pumping out a 63-kilometer ride from Hanam to Yeoju, so I got rolling for a slightly moist morning push out of the city. Korea is chocked full with these outdoor gyms pretty much everywhere, and honestly, they get the job done quite nicely. For today's breakfast, I wanted to try out one of Korea's super aesthetic cafes, and I found this 2-story palace loaded up with tons of interesting and beautiful options, but I went with this kind of rotund Mont Blanc, which was kind of like a sugar syrup soaked croissant that was moist and buttery. I also got a grape tart that immediately exploded, some salt bread that was warm and fresh and filled with this little puddle of butter, and one sugar soaked flattened croissant topped with nuts, which was good, but realistically a fat downgrade from a normal croissant. As I got back on the move, this morning's ride, along with a good chunk of the entire route, runs directly alongside the Han River. So after snagging some stamps and seeing a vending machine with some interesting items, I stopped in this small town to grab some lunch at this super busy local restaurant where I went with their seasonal seaweed sausage rice pot set that came with some soybean paste soup, some pesto pasta, kimchi, stir-fried mushrooms, fried local sweet potatoes, and some lotus root pickles. This whole spread cost me just about 12 bucks and tasted super homey and fresh, and so many of the ingredients were local and in season. The combination of all the sweet, spicy, salty, and umami flavors was absolutely insane. As I kept pushing, I got further into the countryside and saw this little noodle bridge, my new dream car, and eventually made my way into a town called Yoju, where I checked into my pretty decent hotel with a fat TV that ran me about 35 bucks a night. Then for dinner, I finally tried a Korean snack restaurant at this popular chain called Gimbab. This is kind of like the equivalent to a Waffle House back in the States. No frills, budget friendly, and lots of comforting options. For less than 9 bucks, I got this thick fried tonkatsu cutlet that was coated in a sweet and tangy sauce and came paired with a couple of sides and banchan. And I also got a hot bowl of spicy and sour ramyeon that was pretty nicely dressed up with an egg and some wontons in there as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow.